Oh my god, dudes. Oh, I haven't been on a motorcycle in so freaking long. What day is it? I don't know. It's mid-May somewhere, I think. And I just got home from a 5.5 week long filming trip where I shot 22 shoots, and I left on that like 2 weeks after we got back from China, which we were gone on that for 7 weeks. So it's like, I don't know what I'm thinking, but this is such a dumb idea to do that so soon after. Holy shit. I lived in the RV the whole time, and that RV is freaking amazing. It's so good, and for what it is, I mean, it was so cheap. Like, if you go out and look at, say, I don't know, an Echo, those they're like $250,000, right? Even like a Rebel Sprinter van conversion is like $150,000 new. Maybe more. I don't know. I haven't really looked in a long time, but RVs and all that shit are so freaking expensive. And I'll just tell you, I got that one for $50,000, which is insane. And it's a 2015, so it's older, which is good these days because they're made sturdier. So anyway, it is a brilliant, it's the best size. It's like 24 feet, so it's not too bad. You can almost fit in a parking spot. And it's just a monster, man. People have trouble with ProMaster. It's on a ProMaster chassis. People have some trouble with the transmissions and other things, but so far, knock on wood, thank you, Lord above, I've had no problems with it. And even this time, I mean, usually something goes wrong, like the heat or the water, something. And this time, I had no issues at all, of any sort, really. So that was awesome. And I could totally live in it permanently. I really could. It's comfortable. It's really all I need. So where did I go? I went from Asheville to Texas. I went all the way down to like the corner of Mexico, McAllen, Texas, Georgetown, Texas, which is near Austin. Shoots in Dallas, Texas. And then I drove to Tucson, Arizona for a couple shoots there. Then I drove to Los Angeles for a bunch of shoots there. And then I worked my way up the coast. Where did I go? I don't know the order, but I think I went to Santa Cruz, Santa Rosa, Grass Valley. There were a few more that I can't remember, but and then I went to Portland for a couple of shoots, and then I went to Whitefish, Montana, which is a very random place to go, but I had a shoot there, and it was beautiful. It's right near the entrance to Glacier, and that part of Montana, Columbia River Gorge, all that stuff is so gorgeous, and I enjoyed that drive and being there. And then from there I went to Edina, Minnesota, which is near Minneapolis. Might as well be Minneapolis. And then a couple of shoots in Chicago, Evanston, Illinois. Excuse me. And that was it. And oh my god, holy brutal. Just, I mean, every day was like, get up, get to the studio, unload my gear, set up my gear, have the shoot, load it all back up into the truck, find a place to sleep, or drive and then find a place to sleep, and just over and over again, man. It was a lot of work, but I came home with 22 workshops, which is basically 2 years worth of content for the website. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And all that went really well too. Like the video equipment was all worked flawlessly. The presenters were all very cool. No drama, no weirdness. Oh, some weirdness and some drama. I forgot. So in Burbank, I was shooting there, and we rented a Pilates studio to shoot in, and it all went fine. We cleaned up, put everything back the way it was, and the next morning I got a call or an email from them saying our floors are scratched, and they sent pictures and stuff, and there were some scratches. Now, were they there before I got there? I don't know. I now instituted a new law that I take pictures of every freaking inch of the studio before I start. But I don't know. I don't think they would make it up. But it has turned into a whole thing. You know, right away I was like, dudes, I'll make it right. Don't you worry about it at all. But some weirdness, like now they're saying they need an entire new floor, and I'm like, dudes, there's like 5 planks that are bad. And so it's turning into a little bit of a thing. And on one hand, I will make it right, and I will. On the other hand, I will not be taken advantage of. So there's a little bit of a thing going on there. But it'll get worked out, and it'll be fine. It's just an unnecessary hassle that I wish I had avoided. I mean, I bring like furniture mover sliders and all that stuff, but I guess like a piece of pebble or something, if it gets caught under there, could scratch some stuff. So anyway, that was it. That was the drama of the trip, and it was pretty awesome. I mean, I put over 7,000 miles on that RV, and I don't know how many thousands worth of dollars worth of fuel. It's like, that thing, it's awesome, but it does not get very good gas mileage. I mean, I'm lucky to get 13 or 14 miles to the gallon, and you know, that adds up. It's expensive. Is it as expensive as, I don't know, renting a car and getting hotels every night? Or flying and renting a car and getting hotels every night? I think I'm still saving money. Plus on food, like I eat in the RV most of the time. But also, this episode, there's no point to it other than me to catch up with you. Because I've just been so freaking busy, man. I keep saying, you know, you gotta fucking do what you want now. Do it all now. Isn't that my thing? Well, all I'm doing is working lately, and I don't like it, and I don't know what to do about it, because I just don't. I don't know how to get to where I want to be. So anyway, there's no point to this video. I just got back like 2 hours ago. I drove from Chicago, and my family is at Pawleys Island, where I took the Goldwing last year, and I'm going there to meet them for the rest of the week. I think it's Wednesday. So that's what I'm doing. It seemed like a good excuse to get on a motorcycle, and so that's what's happening. But again, this episode is about nothing other than saying hello. So what other news can I catch you up on? Let's see. Let's not talk about politics. What else? Oh, both Tat Steve and Johnny Powell have purchased GS 1300s, BMWs, and they are loving them. Steve got his first. Here's what's weird. Let me tell you about Johnny Powell and why he's weird. So he did that ride in the Dolomites on a 1300, and he said he loved it. But then he came home and I thought he was thinking about getting one, and instead he got a Tiger, like the huge Tiger. I'm not sure why. But then I don't know what he didn't like about that, but he sold it and got a GS. He's got some kind of sickness, I think. I think he's always got to be buying a bike. Which, I'm jealous of that sickness. I would take it. So anyway, Tat Steve got one, and he got the I think the like exact same one I was on in the BMW course. It's got the adjustable suspension, or maybe it automatically adjusts. I don't really know how it works. It's black, and it's a freaking 1300 GS. What can you say? It's awesome. And Johnny Powell got, I think, the trophy version. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's the more, I think it's like blue and white, maybe. He posted a video about it, so go check it out. I haven't looked at it yet because I haven't had time, but I'm gonna. And he's loving it. They're both loving it. They're like, okay, man, you got to get one so we can go to wherever. And I'm like, dudes, you guys, I am not in that sphere of, I don't know. I can't buy a bike like that. I can't. There's so many reasons. Let me list a couple of them. Number one, and most importantly, it has a freaking X for a headlight. And that to me is unforgivable. It's just unforgivable. Of all the headlights in the world, it is the stupidest looking headlight I've ever seen in my life. So there's that. The styling, I hate. I hate it. I think it's an ugly ass, gross looking bike. No offense, guys. No offense. You know, different strokes. But I don't like it. It doesn't inspire me. I like the Goldwing even better than that. And I hate the way the Goldwing looks. So there's that. I don't like how it looks. I loved riding it. I loved it. I mean, it's got this low center of gravity that's insane for what it is. It's like, I think it's 100 pounds heavier than my Royal Enfield, maybe more, but it doesn't really feel it. It feels great. It's just like, it's balanced really well. I don't want to get into to motorcycle reviewer talk, because I hate that too, as much as I hate an X-shaped headlamp. But it's nice. It's nice. It's such a nice bike. I felt comfortable on it. I felt confident on it. I mean, I only rode it around at like 10 miles an hour, so I didn't get the full experience. I bet it's incredible on the pavement. I bet it's super comfy I bet it's as comfy as this on the highway, almost. I bet the seat's not quite as comfortable, but it's a fantastic bike. I mean, it's a freaking BMW GS. It's the best. It's the best they've got, and they've got a lot of good stuff. So what can you say? I mean, is it probably the right tool for what my aging body can do for the rest of my life? Probably. And I don't know. You know, never say never. But for now, anyway, there's all those reasons. Then let's talk about the price of one of those bikes. I think both those guys got a pretty good deal, but I don't know how much they are. They've got to be 25 grand. Maybe they got a better deal than that. They might even be more than that, but they might be closer to 30. So that's just, I can't spend 30 grand. I can't spend 20 grand on a bike. My limit is like 9 grand for a motorcycle. I mean, it's too much. It's too much for me. I can't do it. And then, you know, like I said in the BMW riding course video, the maintenance scares the shit out of me. The expense of the maintenance, I mean, it's so jam-packed with technology, which, I mean, all that stuff is cool, but it's just, every piece of technology you add is another piece of technology that can go wrong. So, I don't know. I just don't know. So there's that, and just the cost of things, the parts, just everything about them, it just seems to be more expensive. And you know, it's a premium brand. That's what you get. That's what you're getting. That's what you're wanting, I guess. I don't know. It's just not for me right now. And I just remembered that I have cruise control on this bike, and that I should probably use it if I can figure out how to use it. So anyway, for all those reasons, I won't be getting a GS 1300 anytime soon. I'm jealous. They're putting on the peer pressure, and I'm feeling some FOMO and all that stuff. But I'm holding strong because I have no choice. I have no choice in the matter. Right now would not be a good time for me to buy a $25,000 motorcycle. It's not happening. It's not happening. I've got 3 really cool bikes that I like, and let's just cruise on that for a minute. All right? I am jealous though. But so there's that. And they were talking about doing the, you know, I've been talking about the Oregon, Idaho, Washington BDR loop for a long time. And I think Tat Steve brought that up. He's like, let's do them on the GSs. And I'm like, dudes, I can remember parts of the Tat. I can remember parts of the New Mexico BDR. I can remember even parts of the Mid-Atlantic BDR, and I can remember a ton of parts of the Northeast BDR that I could not do on a GS 1300. Or maybe I could, and Tat Steve's like, yeah, but it'll be a team effort. We'll all be there to help each other, which totally true. But you know, my default is solo, so while it might be fine for that, when they're around to help, when I constantly get in trouble, you know, when I go solo, I don't know. I just don't know. They are nice though. They're really nice. So anyway, congrats to Tat Steve and Johnny Powell for buying incredible motorcycles. And you know, the Royal Enfield to keep up with them, almost, not quite, and it's much more uncomfortable and whatever. But anyway, the big BDR loop is not going to be this summer, because this summer is, I guess it's almost already here. Is it May? When's summer? June? It's not happening. I mean, I've frittered away March, April, May. It's already almost half the year is gone, and I've got nothing to show for it other than work. So I'm hoping to do the Southeast BDR on the Royal Enfield, and that's probably all I'll get to this summer, because then in December we're going on a big trip to India, and probably we'll go to Japan after that. So anyway, this summer I better take it easy and not do anything huge, but it's nice of them to have opened up the Southeast BDR so I can go do that. Pretty sure I've done most of those roads anyway on the Smoky Mountain 500. I know it shares a lot of that, but oh, and I do still want to do the Natchez, Trace, whatever. So there you go. All right, dudes, I've been riding for about 4 hours or something. I got an hour to go. and I'm not sure where I am, but I was just thinking how I was saying, yeah, all that technology, it breaks, and all that stuff. Look at this thing. Look at all this ridiculous technology. Okay, yes, it's pre-World War I technology. I mean, I got a CB player, but I don't know what I'm talking about, because this has all kinds of junk that can go wrong too. And I've heard that these buttons they eventually start to stick, but I don't know. Anyway, not the best argument when you're riding a Goldwing with like 10 billion buttons. I don't even know. Who knows what all this stuff does? I'll never know. I keep meaning to take off the antennas, because I will never listen to the radio and I will never use the CB. So it can go. They can go. The problem is they used to make these little inserts that you put where the antennas go, and they don't make them anymore, and I don't know what to do about the hole that will be left. Anyway, it's nice to be on a motorcycle, although after driving from Chicago to Asheville, I didn't drive the whole way. I got out of the chute at about 3 and then drove till about 10 to Kentucky somewhere, and then I got up this morning and drove home about 3 or 4 hours, and then I got home, took a shower, and got on the bike, and I'm riding another 5 hours. I need to sit still somewhere for a minute, and I don't know when we have to leave. It's Wednesday. I think we have to leave on Saturday. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, just like to see my peeps. My wife and my 2 daughters are both at the beach, so that'll be cool. Yo dudes, so it's now Sunday. I think I last talked to you on Thursday, and I'm on the way back to Asheville after 4 days with the fam, and it was nice to see them again after 5 weeks, and both my daughters were there, which was cool. It's my oldest daughter's 24th birthday, so we celebrated that big time. And my younger daughter came down from Wilmington, where she's going to school. And we had a nice time at the beach. There was lots of not doing much. Walking on the beach, reading, and eating and drinking. And that's about it. Perfect. So anyway, I'm on the wing on the way back to Asheville on the boring as hell low country South Carolina roads, and not my favorite drive. I don't know if you remember the last time. I think the last time I turned it into basically a sample of my music playlist on the way there and back, because it was so boring. I had to think of something, and it really is boring. I don't know what to say about low country South Carolina other than it's boring. You go through a couple of cool old towns, and that's about it. And it's far, man. It's 5 hours to Asheville at least, and it's these country roads all the way from the coast till you get to Highway 20, somewhere near Florence. And then you got to go through Columbia to hit 26, and then north and up the mountain to Asheville. Oh, and while I was there was a book laying around that I read about American buffalo. I'm not usually into nonfiction, and I still am not. And this book didn't change my mind at all, but it is interesting to, read a whole book about some weird topic that you don't know anything about. And now I know something about it, but I'll forget it in a week. So, was it pointless to read that book? I don't know, I guess. But it was pretty good. It was about this guy who lived in Montana and found a buffalo skull out in the woods, and for some reason became obsessed with it and had it like carbon dated and studied and to figure out what it was and when it was from. And it was supposedly from like late 1700s, right around the time of the Declaration of Independence. And but he just became obsessed. He's a big hunter dude, and I guess in Alaska there's a herd up there. There's not a ton of them in America anymore. There used to be millions all the way from like the Mexican border up into Canada, just millions and millions of them. And he told the story of what happened and all that stuff. I think we're all kind of familiar with that. They just got murdered out. And anyway, there's a herd up in Alaska, and he entered a lottery to be able to hunt and grab one, and he won the lottery. And so part of it's about the history of the buffalo in America, and part of it's about his attempt to bag one up there. And I've never been into hunting at all. My dad was a hunter. He was like a bow hunter. And I went out with him a couple times. I've told this story before, but when I was little, I'd go out with him. And I was not into it because hunting is mostly just boring as shit. You're just sitting there, and I ruined one for him one time. Like, there was a deer, and I don't know, I made some noise or something, and it sprinted away, and he got mad at me. And then there's another time when he got one, and he hung it on my swing set to bleed out, or whatever the term is for letting the blood drain. And it scarred me for life, I would say. It was pretty disgusting, especially as like a, I don't know, 6-year-old kid. So that's my experience with hunting. I don't quite get it, although, like this book, I kind of get, what they're into about it. There's something cool about getting your own food and not paying someone else to do all the dirty work for you. I think it would be a good experience I think you'd have a better appreciation of the food you eat. And the food that this guy's going to eat with this buffalo is like wild and pure and like untainted by whatever they feed animals these days and all the drugs they give them and all that shit. So I get it, but man, it seems like a big hassle. He had to go way, way, way up this river and then hike all this way, and then he got one, and then he had to deal with skinning it and dressing it and getting it all back. And it's like, 800 pounds. Buffalo is like 1,000 pounds, and there's like 800 pounds of meat, supposedly. And it didn't sound fun, really. It didn't sound fun at all to me. But he was into it. Congrats. And, I don't know why I'm even talking about this, but that's the book I read while I was there. Can't even remember what it's called or the author, but if you're interested, I'm sure you can find it. I think it's called American Buffalo, maybe. And that's pretty much it, dudes. I got home And I did take off the antennas, and I cut these little plates out of an old iPad cover. Came out pretty good, right? Not perfect, but see? Look at that. So I'm glad that those are gone. Then the next thing I need to do is fix this so it stays, so it doesn't do that. It's driving me crazy, so I gotta rig something up for that. And then I'm gonna put in a Chiggy unit on here. They sent it to me to review like before the hurricane, and I just have not gotten to it, but I'm gonna try to get to that this week. So I'll put that up. I also have a video where I tried the zip tie method of changing a tire, and I'll let you wait to see how that turned out. I'll probably edit that and throw it up as well. And then I'm hoping to get out there, man. I'm hoping to get out there. I was just talking to Johnny Powell yesterday about the Southeast BDR, but he's doing the Cannonball soon. So anyway, we'll figure something out and we'll get out there. And I'm trying to get the Goldwing brought in to get some new tires, and I need to do an oil change and change the spark plugs. I've never done anything to it yet. I've probably had it almost a year, so I need to do that. I need to go over this thing and see what the hell is due. The tires are good, and I think the oil, I think I changed it recently, so I think that's all good. And then Little Ugly's over there not doing anything, so I got to get her out too. And that's about it. Anyway, dudes, hopefully I'll be out and about soon, and I'll catch you later. Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and Goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.